That's right, I'm a Muppet and I'm proud, Trenton Garvey posted to his Instagram on May 15, 2021, alongside a pic of himself smiling cheerfully in his chef's whites with the caption, 23, Executive Chef. Assuming Garvey is every bit as adorably self-effacing, talented, and confident as his social media pages suggest, then you might believe that is all you need to know about this young chef who competed for the Blue Team on the 20th season of Hell's Kitchen, known as Hell's Kitchen Young Guns.
Make sure you keep basting those. I want those to be medium rare, guys. Come on.
Yep.
Every one of the 18 chefs featured on this particular season of Gordon Ramsay's cooking competition, which premiered May 31st on Fox, was 24 or younger during the show's filming in 2019. As we know now, however, there is much more to Trenton Garvey than just his age. On Monday, September 13th, the world learned Garvey had won the first iteration of Hell's Kitchen Young Guns, making him the youngest ever winner of the show. Even at his young age, he had an edge over the others. He was an executive chef for 2.5 years. As he confirmed to Mashed, he worked at the Blue Duck in St. Louis, Missouri. He wrote on Instagram, "I'm excited to get to represent STL for the second time in HK history. I hope I do you proud." Those years of work at the Blue Duck were a professional crucible that resulted in dishes like this one, which Garvey described on Instagram as pork belly burnt ends, pickled celery, celery leaf. Of course, the prize dangling before him as he entered Hell's Kitchen was the opportunity to level up, since the season's winning chef will get a job as executive chef at a restaurant of host Gordon Ramsay's choosing, not to mention a cash prize of $250,000. Of course, having the position of executive chef is not a guarantee you will do well on Hell's Kitchen. Often there is a personality clash between the executive chef who thinks they're amazing and famous culinary perfectionist Gordon Ramsay. However, Sushiholic reveals Garvey was well-suited to the environment Ramsay immerses contestants in. Mike Palazzola, East Central College's culinary program coordinator, said in an interview about his former student, "I think one of the things that set Trenton Garvey aside was his hunger for knowledge. He analyzed food a bit differently than many of the others, and showed the beginning signs of many traits synonymous with leading industry chefs." However, this doesn't mean Garvey's culinary schooling was smooth sailing. Garvey said of his teacher, Chef Ted Hershey, "Just like Gordon Ramsay, if you messed up and didn't do it right, he was on you." At first, Garvey was one of those more invisible contestants, competent enough to largely avoid Ramsay's swearing, but not so brilliant as to deserve fawning either. As episodes passed, though, he began to win Ramsay's praise during the Black Coat Challenges. Such a trajectory always puts you in Ramsay's good graces, and surely helps set Garvey for the win in the final showdown.
Come on, Emily. Half these are cold.
As you might imagine, winning Hell's Kitchen and securing a post at one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants is a life-changing event. But for Trenton Garvey, just being on the show at all shook his world. He admitted to Gold Derby in an interview, "I had never really left the two states I lived in, Missouri and Arkansas." Garvey proposed to Macy, his girlfriend of 9 years, after winning. According to The Knot, they have since married.
Macy, will you marry me?
So a local boy has left the state, obtained an incredibly prestigious job, and got married, all in the span of a couple years. However, he managed to keep the sudden swell of success from distracting him for the 2 years between winning the series and the public revelation that he had won. Instead, he focused on the bigger picture, which was being a professional chef and pushing his team ever forward into an exciting future. He told Foodsided, "I'm a little apprehensive and nervous because it is the biggest move that I've ever done in my life, but I'm excited and ready for it." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite cooking shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.